Hello guys! Have you ever wondered who would win a battle between a platypus and a porcupine? And what about a battle between a mantis and a spider? And what about an epic battle between a mega shark and a giant octopus? Oh, that doesn't seem right. Well, as you probably already guessed, in today's video we're going to talk about smaller fighters. Here are 5 cool fights between dangerous insects caught on camera. Let's get it on. Tiger beetle versus locust. To be honest, we're not entirely sure if we have a locust on the right side of the ring, but we hope that you'll forgive us for this small gap in entomology, because the fight itself is much more interesting than some scientific name. Here is a tiger beetle. It's not striped at all, but it's terribly fast, and the victim doesn't have time to look back, when suddenly, gulp, and it already grabbed its victim by the nearest part of his abdomen. Of course, even in this situation, locusts can try to fight back, but if this little toothy predator has chosen it as a light snack, then the locust's chance to survive are really small. And when the locust is trying to quickly get out of the battlefield, the tiger beetle grabs its most valuable part, its ass. The short battle and the locust is food now. And it's cool, but disgusting. Macleay's spectre versus mantis. No, this is not a relative of Macaulay Culkin, but if the hero of the film Home Alone had seen this strange creature, he would have shouted even louder than he had to, according to the script. In fact, this strange creature, similar to an origami made with old paper or, well, to a dried fish shish kebab, depending on when you last ate, is just one of many Australian insects. Despite its threatening appearance and impressive size, the spectre is absolutely harmless, and it scares others only because it looks like a scorpion. Unfortunately, not all predators are scared by this disguise. The mantis attacks its victim really quickly, grabbing it with special notches on the front paws and eating it right away. And despite the difference in size, any resistance from the spectre is useless. Well, 1-0 in favor of the praying mantis. Black widow versus scorpion. You probably wouldn't want to see these two fighting in real life, at least not somewhere nearby. These creepy venomous monsters are always waiting to grab you by the naked knee. Ugh. However, in Asian countries, insect battles are quite popular, almost like a kind of sport. So it's an interesting leisure, and one of the favourite fighters is of course the Black Widow. And no, we're not talking about Scarlett Johansson, although we admit we gladly revisited the scenes with her in the Avengers, and this neck grip, But back to insects, because there is something to see here. So the scorpion has a powerful venomous sting, but the Black Widow curbs it with the help of cobwebs. It still needs a little time to bite someone to death, and it seems to be working, but wait, it looks that during the fight it got hurt by the sting. Yeah, it seems that this epic duel ended in a draw. Giant stag beetle versus the scorpion. You might think that no beetle can put up a fight against a scorpion with its claws, its sting, and its fame as one of the most dangerous inhabitants of the desert, right? Well, it turns out that underestimating an opponent with these large nodules is a very, very bad idea, especially when you're locked up with it in a small jar. Because, wow, just look at what this bug can do. It seems that it's well versed in the scorpion anatomy and knows exactly which part is more dangerous and literally breaks off a piece of its tail along with a sting. Crunch. Of course, the claws are still there, but what is a scorpion without its venom? Probably not a very pretty lizard. Mantis versus mouse. You probably already understood that mantises are far from being as simple as they seem at first glance. All these green folded paws, the eyes bulging and the strange form of its face. It actually looks like a common ancestor of Sid the Sloth from Ice Age, along with some crocodiles. But all this is just a cover for the real tough hunter. It's almost like the predator from the world of insects, especially when it opens its mouth. And how else can you explain that mantises, which look similar to the model version of a grasshopper, don't mind eating not only their fellow insects, but also something bigger, for example, a mouse. Yes, you heard right. In the menu of a gluttonous mantis, you can easily find a rodent. Only a second ago, this small, naive mouse was running around just minding its own business, and now what looked like a stick tried to eat it. Perhaps the most important thing is the surprise effect, because the unfortunate rodent very quickly ceased to resist and resigned itself to an inevitable death. So, dear friends, have you seen some amazing fights between two insects? If you have, tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like our video. If you haven't checked Jelly Gummy Bear's channel yet, you should do it right away. You'll certainly like all the funny experiments with the jelly bear, cool life hacks, awesome homemade stuff, and exciting adventures that are waiting for you on the channel.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks, and we'll be right back to you as fast as we can.